Go to now we finna go to let me see something. Now we finna go to Deuteronomy, right? 33rd chapter, right? And the 21st verse. I think it's 21st. Yeah, okay. All right. This is where we at now. This is what Moses wrote down. Okay? You gotta remember what I read in Ezra the 14th chapter. Right? So this is what Moses wrote down. Go ahead, bro.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 21. And he provided the first part for himself.
And he provided the first part. Let me see this again. No, start at 20. Like, start at 20.
All right. This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 20. And of Gad he said, "Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad."
Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. Go ahead.
He dwelleth as a lion.
Okay.
And teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. And he provided the first part for himself.
Go ahead.
Because there in a portion of the lawgiver has he seated, and he came with the heads of the people. He executed the justice of YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI and his judgments with Israel.
Okay, now start back up at verse 20 again.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 20.
All right, make sure you read it kind of slow so I can catch it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And of Gad he said, "Blessed be he that enlargeth Gad."
So what it's talking about, it said, "Blessed be he that enlarges Gad." Gad got a large land mass of what they were dwelling on. Okay, United States, North America. Okay, Gad got a large amount of land that he was dwelling on. Go ahead.
He dwelleth as a lion.
Because a lion dwells on covers a lot of ground, so to speak. A lion covers a lot of ground. And what that is they was painting their face like lions too. Because that's twofold. They have more than one meaning. That lion has more than one meaning. Meaning they was covering a lot of ground in North America, and they was painting their face as lions. Okay? Like a lynx. Okay? Go ahead.
And teareth the arm.
Now, teareth the arm is what? The blood covenant. Okay? What Gad would do was cut themselves, okay, and shake on it to make that blood covenant with their brother. So they would cut themselves, okay? And they would draw blood, and they would make a blood covenant with their brother. So the Bible is telling you what Gad will be doing in the last days. Okay? Go ahead.
With the crown of the head.
Now with the crown of the head, you know what that's going into? That crown that they wear on their head with the feathers. Matter of fact, we're going to Google it.
Yeah, that's Roman slave.
Matter of fact, we're going to Google it.
Roman.
Okay?
Chapter 13.
You said Romans chapter 13. Hey man, these people are crazy, man. But all right, we're gonna look up that crown, right? Let's see what we can pull up. See what come up in Google. North American Indian crown on the head. So what I said in the Google, I said North American Indian with crown on their head, and this what came up. So that's what Gad is dealing with, the crown, okay? And only the chief warriors wear those crowns, okay? See that? See what you got? So that's what that's going into. Let me see if I can find another one. There go another one. Yeah, yeah. Show them that one. That's a female with a crown on her head, but only the chief warriors wore those, man, because they had won battles. There go another one. And he's showing you a female. Crazy, man. Yeah. Crazy, man. They got a book. The brother pulled up one. Show it to him, bro. The brother pulled up a book, man, that got Gad wearing crowns, okay, on their head. In the book, they trying to hit you for $22,000, man, just to get that book, man.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Yeah, so that's what that's going into. The crown, man. Okay? Up on their head. That's what that's going into. So read it again for me, bro, in Deuteronomy.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad.
Dealing with the landmass. Go ahead.
He dwelleth as a lion.
That's twofold. And they put that war paint on their faces, okay? Which I happen to have, which I'm gonna show it later. But go ahead, bro, because we're gonna have to go back over. But go ahead, bro.
And teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
Now, tear up the arm, like I was saying, they will make a blood covenant and shake on it, okay? And that crown upon their head is what? That crown that we showed you in Google Images. So you can't get around it, man. I just typed in the Native American crown on their head, and that's what popped up. So that's prophecy, man. So it's telling you who Gad is, so-called North American Indian. It's in the Bible, man. We read it. So when people come up and say, how y'all know who the tribes are? You see how we going into this history and how we going in the books? I just can't give you no microwave lesson. You have to do research. Go ahead. Microwave lesson mean a quick, fast, and a hurry. Go ahead.
So verse 21. And he provided the first part for himself.
Let's talk about the land.
Because there in a portion of the lawgiver was he seated.
Yeah, because what it is Gad became lawgiver. Because when we was reading in the James the Deer on page 74 and 73, it was dealing with their ceremonies and what they were doing. Their ceremonies. Matter of fact, you want to iterate on it a little bit more? Read what it was saying. Well, read it real quick. Just grab some of it. You ain't got to grab all of it. Start anywhere. Their marriages, their funerals, their ceremonies, yeah.
I shall endeavor to prove from their religious rites, civil and marital customs.
See, civil and marital customs, that's dealing with law, okay? Civil and marital customs, that's dealing with law. So Gad became a lawgiver, okay, on this side, man. Okay, go ahead.
Their marriages, funeral ceremonies, manners, language, and traditions.
See, so that dealt with those funerals and those marital ceremonies, that dealt with the law out of the Bible. So they became lawgivers, man. Okay? So James the Deer seen what they was doing when he came over, and he was around for 40 years. Gad became a lawgiver. Okay? He became basically like a Levite priest. That's what he became, man. Because you got to remember, the Levites was on the other side. Judah, Benjamin, Levi was on the other side. Okay? And Gad became a what? A lawgiver. Okay? So Gad was a lawgiver amongst his people. Okay? He became like a priest. Okay? Now his records out there that I say this right here, which I can't remember which book it's in, but I happen to have it. But Handsome Lake You had a matter of fact, let me see. Let me pull up Handsome Lake to get the accurate. Let me make sure. Handsome Lake. He was a leader of the Iroquois people. Okay, Handsome Lake. He was a leader of the Iroquois people. Okay, and in one of them books I got, Handsome Lake, he was a very spiritual man, and he was against witches. Okay, he was Gad amongst the Iroquois people, and the Most High hit him with a vision, because what it is he seen YAHAWASHI. Okay, and YAHAWASHI went to Handsome Lake and told him, I'm gonna put it up so you can see it, right? It's up right now. Told Handsome Lake, look, he said, when he see them in that vision, YAHAWASHI told Handsome Lake that, he said, look at my hand, look how they, you know, look how they pierced me. He said, they murdered me, look at me. He said, he told Handsome Lake, he said, look, he said, when your people follow so-called white man in their Christianity, y'all gonna fall. So that's what he, in a nutshell. Okay? He said, following the white man, he said, y'all finna fall. So YAHAWASHI told Handsome Lake to stay away from so-called Christianity and the so-called white man. So Handsome Lake seen him in the vision. And what Handsome Lake did was, he didn't take heed, and he started taking on the custom of that fake Christianity, that Quakerism, and started incorporating it, and then there you go. Look how they fall. Okay? Now, that's in one of them books I got. Like I said, I can't bring all them books out here. But like I said, I will put it up so you can see what I'm talking about. So YAHAWASHI told Handsome Lake to stay away from so-called white man and his Christianity. You know what I'm saying? So read that for me again.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion, and teareth the arm with the crown of the head.
Oh, yeah.
Verse 21. And he provided the first part for himself.
You have provided the first part for himself, meaning the land. Go ahead.
Because there, in a portion of the lawgiver, was he seated.
Go ahead.
And he came with the head of the people.
He came with the heads of the people. So the other tribe was with Gad. Okay? The 10 tribes were with Gad. It's telling you he came with the other people. The rest of the tribe, man. So you had Ephraim, Manasseh, and Issachar, okay? Within there, within the 10 tribes, and it's telling you Gad came with them. The other 10 tribes, well, the other 9, so to speak. Go ahead.
He executed the justice of YAHAWASHI and his judgments with Israel.
And his judgment with Israel. Now, go back up when it says dealing with that lion. Read that again.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 20. And of Gad he said, blessed be he that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion.
So you remember when I was saying how the lion cover a lot of ground. And also I was saying that was twofold, how Gad paint their face. Okay? Now you go to 1 Chronicles 12 and 8. You go to 1 Chronicles 12 and 8 and you read what you got. Okay? We finna read what in this book, James Adair, on page 68. We finna read some more in that. Go ahead, bro.
The men are expert in the use of firearms.
See, he talking about Gad. Okay? They're expert, they're warriors. Okay? Go ahead.
In shooting the bow.
In shooting the bow. They was good in shooting that bow and arrow. Okay? What's that movie that They came out with Leonardo DiCaprio, Reverence. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Reverence. Oh, The Revenant. The Revenant. When you watch that movie, The Revenant, you see how Gad is good with them bow and arrows, man. Okay? The Revenant. Okay? When you watch that with Leonardo DiCaprio, and Leonardo DiCaprio was Jake too. Okay? When you watch that movie, The Revenant, it's like The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio. In that movie, it show you how Gad is good with their bow and arrow, man. How they was all up in the trees, man. With their bow and arrow, man. They were like ninjas, man. Guerrilla warfare, man. Okay? They were like ninjas, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
And throwing the feathered dart.
And throwing darts, man. So they was good at throwing darts, man. So-called North American Indians, man. They were warriors, man. Okay? They was good at throwing feather darts. Okay? Go ahead.
And tomahawk.
And tomahawk. Go ahead.
Into the flying enemy.
Into the flying enemy, man. So Gad was a good warrior, man. Okay? They was warriors, man. Go ahead.
They resemble the lynx.
He said they resemble the lynx. Now, I'm going to show you here in a minute what that's talking about. Go ahead.
With their sharp, penetrating black eyes.
With their sharp, penetrating black eyes. Go ahead.
And are exceedingly swift of foot.
So, Gad can run real fast, man. Gad can run without getting tired, man. There's records that Gad can outrun a horse. Okay? What I mean by outrun a horse, eventually that horse will get tired and Gad will be able to catch it. Okay? And you can Google that. Man can do it. And Gad then was doing it. On a long distance run, Gad will outrun that horse, man. The so-called North American Indians will outrun a horse, man. Okay, go ahead.
Especially in a long chase.
See? Especially in a long chase. So if you was on a horse and Gad was after you, you in trouble, man. Cause they coming, man. Like a pack of bloodhounds, man. Go ahead.
They would stretch away through the rough woods.
Yeah, they would stretch away through the rough wood. And you know, man, now I work with some of the tribes, man, of the Northern Kingdom. And when they get to doing this, they get to holler, they get to making that noise, man. They all be getting hyped, man.
Which is a so-called Mexican, they call it grito.
Yeah.
Grito is when they scream.
Yeah. They all of them start getting hyped, man. So they still do that to this day.
They still do that to this day. Just get around this car and he's drinking.
Yeah,
they get excited.
They'll start saying, woo, woo, woo.
Yep.
They'll start doing that and all of them start getting hyped. Yep.
And they compete because it's like a manly, you know what I'm saying, how do they call it, this ahogo, like you're letting it out. You know what I'm saying? Like you're letting it out. And they get competitive against each other, you know what I'm saying, to see who can do it the best.
Yeah, and see who can do it the best. And when they will go to war, they'll tell you, look, it's a good day to die.
Yeah.
They'll be making that noise. Woo, woo, woo. They'll all be, getting hyped, man. And if they get too hyped on the wrong thing, the chief will have to tell them, look, y'all calm down. No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No. Because once they start making that noise, it's on. They're ready to get you. You know? But the chief, I had to tell them, look, hey, calm down. You know? But go ahead, bro. That's extra. I just wanted to put that out there. Go ahead. Go ahead.
By the bear track for 200 or 300 miles.
For 200 to 300 miles, man. Yeah, man. So look at Gad now. I can't do that. Gad on the reservation getting what? Drunk. Laying down, man. You know? Committing suicide.